Last week, we talked about some questions you can ask a third-party inventory provider to hopefully get more traffic to your website. But what about your website tools like a trade tool, a chat provider, or a service scheduler? Here's some questions we can ask those tool providers to see how well they'll fit into our website and our marketing stack. One of the key areas we want to focus on is performance. A slow tool can degrade performance of your entire website. Asking your vendors these basic questions can make sure you have a vendor who's taking performance into consideration. Ask them how they've worked to optimize their tool. They should be saying things like script minification, removing all the white space from a script before it's run. They should be looking to minimize browser calls, optimize images, and many other technical website optimization techniques. They should be able to answer this question easily. Having an answer is sometimes more important than what the answer is. Ask if any of their scripts are render blocking. What does that mean? It means, do any of their scripts need to be run before the rest of my page can be generated? A major penalty in Google page speed. Do they have an efficient cache policy? When customers return to your website, it's not necessary to load all the images they already loaded. Having an efficient cache policy means they don't need to reload images or scripts every time they hit a website. Are any images they provide optimized and lazy loaded? Optimizing images can reduce its size, reducing the total time to load the page, and lazy loading loads from top down, ensuring that images above the fold are loaded before images below the fold. How does their tool affect page speed? Ask them directly, and then verify. If you do use their tool, run a page speed test before and after installation. What pages will your tool be on? Does the script need to be on other pages besides the page it's on? If you're running a service scheduler, there's probably not a good reason to have that script fire on every single page. Meanwhile, with a chat tool, it may make sense to have the chat load on every page. This will be tool specific. In addition to performance, we want to ask some basic security questions. For example, what user data will you be extracting from my customer? Can anyone else buy that data and remarket to my customers? Are they storing our customer data? Where? Is it encrypted? Are they transporting our customer data? Is there a data security policy? Does it match our dealer data security policy? You all have a dealership data security policy, right? Does your tool have any outside dependencies? Is there any code being written by someone outside of your company that your tool needs to function? If so, what are you doing to make sure that code is secure? How often do you update your tool? Do you have a secure updating process? Do you have any problems with your update process with my website provider? And like with anything, we also want to ask accountability questions. What mechanisms are available to track utilization of your tool? Do you have a dashboard or report? Do you currently send events into Google Analytics or any other analytics program? Are you Google Analytics 4 compatible? Has your company ever had an outside security evaluation performed on your tool? Can we see it? Are you aware of any conflicts or issues with any other tool providers? Do we have any of those tool providers? Does your tool work natively on both Android and iOS? By asking these basic questions that highlight performance, security, and accountability, we can ensure that we're on the same page with our website tool vendor, that they meet the vision that our dealership has for our tool providers, and that they will not interfere with any other tools or our business processes. Well, that's it for this week, everybody. Next week's the episode I've been waiting for. Tune into a list of questions you should be asking your pay-per-click provider to make sure you're not just lighting your dealership's money on fire. See you then.